stitching stuff. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Kim.
I'm Millie.
And we're glad you're joining us today to talk about our stitching and other stuff.
Not gonna work. Sorry. I'm messing with my camera. Sorry.
Don't look at mom today. She says, I'm not really.
So the problem is if I look at my camera like everybody else does, I can't see you.
Right.
So when you're talking, you're not looking at me.
I am looking at you on my screen.
I know, but I feel like I'm really looking away from my camera when I look.
Probably because your screen is so much bigger than mine. Mine is just a little laptop.
That's true. So anyway, people, I am talking to you, even though I look at Sarah because I'm talking to her too.
It's Sunday, December 5th. And
can you believe it's December already?
every week we say that.
Next week we'll be saying, can you believe it's almost halfway through December?
Can you believe it's 2022?
Oh, please be better 2022. That's all I can say.
So we're a channel and we talk about cross stitch and
Sometimes.
like to share our life too. For those of you who aren't, I think most people who don't want to hear about that are gone. They're like, they talk too much. We're done.
We are in Washington State. I'm in Western Washington. Sarah's in Eastern Washington with her girls. Today we only have one because
And the signing, we're gonna, I think, not do school this week. We decided, what? I don't know. I halfway decided, but I didn't communicate it yet.
Oh,
But I do think I'm gonna assign
So we're not.
handicrafts.
We haven't been doing school like.
Well, we didn't really do a
forever.
lot of school this week either.
Or
I homeschool
we didn't do any
my
the
three
week before
girls.
that either.
Yeah, well, the week before that was Thanksgiving. So we took Thanksgiving week off. And then we were supposed to start back up last week, but I got sick on
We all got.
Sunday after we Flosstube, you got really sick.
Sunday night. Yeah, that's right. That's why I uploaded late last week.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't upload till Monday evening because I just felt really crummy. And Rosie had a cold. Like we'd kind of been having colds pass through each of
Yeah.
us. And I thought I had kind of fought something off earlier. So I thought I was in the clear. And then Sunday
You
night.
sounded like you had a cold when we recorded, but you thought
It
maybe you were on the.
I didn't really feel like I was sick when we were recording on Sunday afternoon a week ago. And then that night, I just felt like a truck hit me. And I just like crawled into bed and my head was really congested. And
You know, the cold that I had before COVID was like that. It was kind of a slow burn. I feel like it's just kind of you feel like, oh, it's not going to be so bad. And then once you think you're kind of over it, it kind of hit.
yeah,
So I wonder if that's kind of the same bug
it
you
might
had.
be, yeah. So I sort of suffered through the week. And we didn't really do any school. We did a little bit, but very minimally. And then we mostly rested and we watched a whole lot of Netflix fluffy Christmas movies, like A Christmas Prince and Holiday Calendar and Christmas with a Castle.
A castle for Christmas.
A Castle for Christmas. Well, I don't know. They all are the same name. They're just all Christmas.
Prince Castle.
Some other word on it. Anyways, we watched several like just through the day because Millie wasn't feeling good some of the time, and Rosie was still kind of coughing, and I don't know, we just were all a little under the weather.
Well, Liddy wasn't. You said Liddy had kind of a cold too.
Yeah, Liddy was kind of like achy and under the weather. So
Okay.
towards the end of the week, I had one night where I had a little temperature, so I went and got tested the next day for COVID, and I didn't have COVID, which I didn't think I would test positive because I was pretty sure I just had the same cold Rosie had, and she was tested twice and was negative.
Well, I'm your cautionary tale.
But I was like not going to mess around and be at
Mhm.
risk of having spread it or spreading it. And so it came back negative and I feel better. I still have a cough and I'm still congested, but
You don't sound too nasally though. I mean, it's the
yeah,
cough.
it's mostly my cough that's just really annoying. So I think
Well,
we're all on the mend, but I might still take this week off because I'm kind of we've had 2 weeks off. So then it feels really hard to regroup and do a week of school and then take 3 weeks off for Christmas. And we might as well just kind of.
I used to take kind of I would have maybe done the first week of December with you guys, and then I took the rest of the month off. There was just no sense in it.
That's kind of what I thought
We've
we would
been
end up
doing
doing.
like 2 readings a day, and that's it.
We did, yeah, we've been doing a little
Mhm.
bit, trying to keep up on a few books.
Yeah, maybe I
I
need
think
you.
we might do some math and that's it. But
Yeah.
we're gonna just enjoy, I am gonna assign some cross stitching or handicrafts of some kind to all the girls.
Mhm.
It won't be a hard assignment for you, but I do want the other two, not because I really want them to come on the Flosstube, but because I want them to be kind of diligently having a reason to pull out their
Yeah.
handicrafts to do.
I think it's one of those things that you know, and even if they do it, like, I mean, I think back in the past decades, like I think in England and stuff, not that long ago, I feel like
That
people
was the girls' schoolwork, right?
huh?
That's what
Well,
girls
or
did
just-
for school.
Or it was just something that even boys did. They did a handiwork class,
Yeah.
like maybe they learned to knit or something.
Yeah.
And we don't do that anymore. And so, you know, you wait until you're an adult and then you try to find a YouTube video to learn how to do a craft. And
Yeah.
even if they do it now because it's assigned and they might not do it when they're teenagers, my guess is,
They kind of have the skill set already.
I mean, I'm looking at like Ashley, your sister-in-law. She didn't do a lot of handicrafts, but she learned to knit during the pandemic and
Really enjoyable.
yeah, and I saw that she had a couple of craft kits on her Christmas list. So, you know, and she's in nursing school, so she's crazy busy, but I think for a lot of people, there's a creative side. And Cassidy too. She crochets and then she was embroidering this last year. So I think it's okay to have it as part of their assigned duties. And once they're, like you said, once you're an adult, if you don't want to do it anymore, you don't have to.
Exactly. You get to choose, but for now I choose. Do you want to show what you have and just let you go first? Then we'll do our featured friends.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll let her show my previous finish that belongs to her.
Oh.
And then let her go.
Okay.
Shoo her away. Not really, but.
Shoo.
So Merry Christmas, everyone. We're getting closer anyway. We got our tree up last night.
Yeah.
That was a whole debacle, but it's up.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Dad was looking for lights here too.
Nothing.
He found them today.
Oh, good.
He was looking for him yesterday though.
So we haven't started her new cross stitch project after she finished Swan Princess because, we'll talk about that in a minute. So this is what she's been working on this week. She went back to her knitting.
To her big blanket. Okay.
Blanket. Here, it's hard to see because it's kind of
caught.
Big and long. Here, step back so we can see how much knitting you've done.
Getting there, yeah.
Oh, it's super
She said she'll be done with it when she's a grown up or dead. What did you say?
I don't know.
I'll be done with it when I'm dead. But I don't think so. I know it is really pretty.
Well,
Like blanket yarn.
You're maybe like halfway there if you just made it a lap blanket.
I really don't think you have if you double that, then it'll be a nice size blanket for snuggling on the couch.
Yeah.
Not sleeping with?
Well, you can sleep with it, whatever, but it won't be like a quilt that you put on bed. But
we're not talking about bed size.
No, I want it to be like Great Blanket.
Yeah. It might not be as big. Well, you can knit as much of it as you want. We have a ton of that yarn.
You didn't work on your leg warmers this week?
No, I need help with it.
Oh.
Needs help with it, and they're kind of on hold.
Okay.
So why didn't we start your next passage project? Talk about that.
Because we have to dye it. We're dyeing it a little bit of this color.
We're going to dye the fabric a blue, but I think we're going to do just a little bit of it.
Yeah, just like
I'm not going to make it very dark blue, but that's the shade we could find. So we found this at Hobby Lobby yesterday. It's what color is this? Oh, royal blue. It's right there. Royal blue, $2 for a little pack. I've only ever bought the bottle. This seems like a packet of powder. So I'm gonna have to. I've never done that before. Let's see what it's. I don't know how do you do it?
I don't know. People normally navigate towards the liquid.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I thought it was going to be a pouch inside of liquid, just a small amount. Oh, a cup of salt, a cup of vinegar, but I'll do way less than that. I'll probably do an eighth of a cup and an eighth of this pouch.
Yeah.
See what happens. And then we got some DMCs that I hope are the ones that she was missing. I didn't actually have the pattern with me, so I was kind of having to go off memory. But we've got enough for her to start it this week, hopefully.
Okay.
Okay. This is the thing she really wants to show.
Here's Mommy's previous finish.
Stitched this, not her. Although she probably could have.
Turned out so cute.
So this is your second Christmas with it. I finished it last year.
Yeah.
My name, and then it's a Santa Claus.
This is the Shepherd's Bush Richard pattern, I think. Richards.
So such a little heirloom. So pretty.
There's a reindeer with the bells on them. Jingle, jingle.
So pretty, so cute with the little embellishments too.
I know, and the little holly with the bead berry and the, what are you looking for?
I'm just thinking, oh, this big one.
Oh, the bell on his, I love his pouch.
Mhm. I love
His
those little candy
sack's
canes.
got a little present and the candy canes,
My sheep
Cute.
or sheep and the jingle bell.
and a nutcracker.
Yeah, I loved stitching this and I didn't love finishing it, but I loved having it finished.
It's so pretty.
And it was fun to pull them out this year. I'll show the other two after.
Yeah.
Mine's the only one that's a Santa Claus.
Millie
The
has the
other
same,
ones are
well, I guess I can
angels.
show those now too.
The other
Then
ones
we
are
can-
angels.
Yes, and
This
they're
one
so
is-
pretty too.
this
Oh
is
my
the
gosh.
leaves. That's the second one I did. There you go.
Show the ones on.
I love that little scene on the bottom of hers.
I know.
Show the little ones.
Oh,
No, I did yours first.
Yes.
Yes, I did. Fear not.
that's really pretty.
You're bouncing the table, sweetheart. So that was Liddy's. It's done with the number 5 cotton. And some of them are DMCs, like the ones that are just not
Mhm.
variegated.
Yeah.
But large surface areas, I did the recommended
Yeah.
weeks. I can't remember if it was,
Oh, I don't know.
I can't
Weeks
remember now.
or
Whatever
dental
the
arts?
pattern called for, it was either Gentle Arts or maybe weeks. It's just exactly like the,
Oh, look at, she's got little Mary Janes on.
yeah.
Cute.
Okay, so that's Liddy's.
Maybe someday you'll stitch me one.
Oh, really? Well, last week you were saying, oh, maybe I'll stitch Dad and I those.
Yeah.
tree-
Well, I think it'd be nicer if you just stitch me one of these.
I'll stitch, you finish. There you go. Here's
Aw.
Rosie's. This was the first one I did.
So sweet.
And then she did Liddy's and then she did mine.
This was a really big project for me. I had never done any kind of beading really, or
Right. Well, and
I guess I had done a needle roll once.
doing those using those number 5s is different too.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever used a variegated thread before this.
What?
So her, I can't remember.
You might not have on her.
I'm trying to remember if that's a DMC number 5, right? Pearl cotton.
Uh-huh.
For sure, this is very, like some of it is. I know that
Yeah.
one was.
Yeah.
I would have thought I would have chosen her body to be, but I'm looking at that thinking maybe not. Maybe I was maybe not affording it. I might have thought that's too big of a surface area to cover
Yeah.
at the time. Now I would just make it happen, but at the time I was really trying to budget.
So cute. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I love the little Bethlehem scene on the bottom too.
Yeah.
So,
Little camel
There's a
charm.
shepherd's bush. I don't remember. I know Millie's is Richard. I can't remember the names of the other two because I did it so long ago, but they have a ton of different ones. So if you're ever
Cute.
looking for a cute, really folk arty stocking, you can go to their website or 123 Stitch probably has them all
Yeah.
and look at all the different ones. They have Santas, they have angels, they have like I think shepherd.
Probably. They probably have.
They've got several different like kind of
Yeah.
types and then variations on those.
Yeah.
I don't know if they put one out a year or if they just.
I don't know, but it seems like there's a lot more of them than there used to be. So I'm
There are.
wondering if it hasn't been an ongoing project. I have a previous finish. I probably showed it last year, but I'm going to show it again this year because I love it so much. My Barbara Richards Bourgeau.
I do love that one.
I gave you the pattern for this one.
Yeah, I think I have it tucked away.
I don't think I know anybody that's stitching it right now. I don't think anybody that does our stitch along, but it's just, I love it.
I know. That's such
I
a,
think I stitched it on it 18 count.
like, is it on that oatmeal Ada?
I think so, yeah.
Like some of the other ones you had done?
It's probably the only thing I've ever done in glass.
I know. I was thinking how unusual it is that you haven't finished behind glass because you
I
don't.
know.
usually do
I don't
that.
know why I did. So sorry you can't see my fancy finishing on the back. But given that there's threads hanging out, it must have been really fancy.
Oh, I forgot I was going to have Millie. I was going to read Millie those comments that people have left her while we were watching. That's okay. If she comes back up, I will.
Anyway, I love it. It's up on my shelf where it always is at Christmas time. And I really need to get cracking on our stitch along. I need to find mine
I need to
In
do
a
some more of my.
basket. Oh, I got to make my plans. I was talking to Candy 614 Stitcher, and I go, yeah, I'll probably just do my long-term plans like the week after Christmas. She goes, that's too long. She says, you'll be working on your Bringo by then. And I'm like, you're right. I need to start thinking about my.
You're going to start Bringo before January?
No. But like once they put the planning sheet out.
You'll be putting it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Life is just, I'm just going to be really honest here. I'm probably not even going to do December's magazine monthly because I know, but I've got a family living with me again.
Yeah.
And it's just, and they're not a problem. It's not like, it's just, I'm just more distractible. And, you know, they could go out to the trailer and cook, although they're not supposed to be residing in the trailer. So if you're new here, my son and daughter-in-law and their baby, 9-month-old baby, have been living in an RV. They had been living on our property for 3 years. Somebody reported us, and so they had to leave. So it's against the RCWs of our city, even though you can go to downtown Seattle and go down any street and find all kinds of RVs parked on the side of the street, but not here. And so, and not even on your own yard. So they left and they went to an RV park about 3 hours away. So they're back. So they they brought the trailer back. It's outside my dining room window again, but the pop out isn't out. So it definitely does not look lived in. I would love to have seen, and whoever neighbor reported us, I would love to have seen their face yesterday when they pulled up, because when they pulled up between their diesel truck and this 28-foot trailer, it takes up the whole length of our yard in in front of the sidewalk. I mean, it's huge. And I thought, they're back.
Oh, wait, they didn't pull it. Oh,
well, they did pull it, but we had to move a wood shed that was caused so much grief getting that thing in and out last time. And we thought, no. So when I got home from doing errands, it was parked out in front of the house. 2 of my sons were out in the back. It was pouring rain. It was one of those gray, cold, miserable, damp, gross, muddy days. And they're out there moving this shed. Apparently they moved it. It's a little wood shed. They moved it with a wagon and a truck dolly. I don't know how they did it. I wish the girls that were in the house
was filming that.
I wish they had, but then it still is tight. They had to take the gate off because of the angle of our driveway. And anyway, they got it back there and they're not going to be living in it. We are going to use the refrigerator for storage though during the holidays because I need more, and I don't have room for their food in my refrigerator. But anyway, I probably will just do more cooking, you know, while they're there. And it just, I don't get as much done when it's just your dad and I here. Yeah. It's just different. So I will do my best, but I also have knitting to do for Christmas. So yeah, I just thought, why put a challenge on me right now? Yeah. I'm probably not going to make it anyway. I just need a break and then I'll be ready to go in January. But I just thought, let's be real, Kim. Let's just be real.
I probably should be real too, but I may.
Yeah, but you're taking time off.
Well, my time off is still going to be, we've got a doctor's appointment. We've got a counseling.
I know, but you're not sitting at a compuber for 40.
I know. I'm not doing a full-time job.
Yeah. Might be able to sneak some in.
Taking a break from my major part-time job, I guess.
Yeah.
As a homeschool teacher.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a featured friend today.
We do.
So our friend Linda, who has come to, I wanted to double check if she sent me an email too, but she ended up sharing pictures with me through Instagram, which worked out well because I think I can save those and then upload them to the video.
Oh,
so okay. Linda was actually working on one of these during one of our Zoom meetups. So it was fun to see it all finished. So I'll go ahead and insert those pictures right here.
What time is it?
Harvest Bird one. I think,
Yeah.
I mean, Cottage Country Samplings, I really like them. The more I follow them and the more I see their patterns, the more I really love those. So
They're very classy patterns. I mean, just kind of classic and classy.
yeah, and really lovely colors usually, and their designs are just really something I could imagine putting on my wall or you know, enjoying seeing every time I walk in the room.
Right.
So I think that might be something I need to do a little bit of.
Yeah.
So, and then the other one, the embroidery girl is the one she was working on.
Turn our Zoom.
I don't feel like she was super, super far, but I can't remember the first time we saw it.
Yeah. I can't remember either. I remember the little face though, or the little.
Yeah, I do too. It's so cute. Makes me think of Millie.
She is
all the time.
A very fast stitcher too. She's retired, and so I think she has a lot of time because she has a lot of Mirabilias she's done. Linda,
man, gorgeous. Linda, if you ever want to send in more, we'd love to show more of your work.
Yeah, she's got a lot to show. Beautiful stuff.
So thank you for sending those in. We're happy to get to feature you. If anybody else is watching and wants to send in a photo of something they're doing or have finished, we'd love to share it on your behalf.
So we can clap for you.
So we can all enjoy it, us and other people who watch.
I know.
We love this community and we love.
And even if you have a Flosstube, because then we can plug your Flosstube. So
yeah, that's fine too.
Although most of you probably that have Flosstubes don't need us to plug you, but it's always nice.
You can plug us though, because we probably need you.
We're just plodding along.
Just do it because we love it.
Do it because we love it.
Although you'd never guess, because the amount of stitching I feel like I've been getting done is so minuscule. Lately, when I was sick, I felt so crummy. I had a really hard time even stitching.
Yeah.
I did a little bit more knitting on Millie's sweater because it's so rhythmic and I could just like zone out and didn't have to like manage materials. But
yeah, I think that's kind of how I got blurry.
Yeah, you did. Technical difficulties today.
I think I reached over for something. Yeah, that's how I felt when I was sick. I did some knitting. I had a hard time concentrating on cross stitching. Yeah. Do you want to go first?
Sure. I was just pulling out my knitting. I started. Okay. So I should probably never try to modify patterns because I don't know what so Millie, I'm knitting her the sweater. I've showed it before. I'll show it again because then I can explain what's happening here. So it's this adorable pattern called Annabelle from Georgie Nicholson. And Tiki Knits is another, I think that's her like designer brand. This is the sweater. So I've showed it before. I've gotten to the point where I'm starting those pockets and Millie wants them in another color so that they're kind of like an accent color. And actually it's going to be really cute. So what you end up doing is you put a bunch on a waste yarn and eventually I'll go, this will be the lining and I'll knit that down and join it at the bottom. And then the pocket itself is cast on. So you add more stitches and then that. And then you knit around the back and then you come around to the other side and do the same. So I'm ready to start the pocket on this side. But what I realized is I don't have a way to get my yellow yarn. I'll probably just have to carry it, but then it'll be carried along the back inside of a pocket and it might catch inside. Do you know what I mean? Unless I carry it with
because you changed yarns.
Yeah. So I don't know what I should do. I could just make a little ball of yarn for this small row and knit it separate, and just have a ton of different strands of yarn and do the same over here and then have the one main yarn for the back. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
You could carry it, but carry it really closely all the way around so that
was my other thought.
Yeah, I thought you meant just one big long, you couldn't carry one big long strand.
No, the red, I ended up making like a separate little red ball. So I can have a red ball here and a red ball here for the pockets. But then the yellow, I still have like this strip of the, the front of the cardigan, and then I'll have another strip on the front of the cardigan here. So I think I'll just do that.
I would do that rather than carry it, just because.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Because otherwise the carry is going to show too when she's open along the back.
No, it wouldn't, because then I'll knit the lining, and the lining will go in front.
But you're talking about carrying it all the way around the back to the other.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do that. No.
Oh, okay.
The yellow, I wouldn't have to carry anything around the back.
Oh, you're just talking about for the pocket.
The only point I would need to do is carry the gold along the back of the pocket every single row, which would be okay. I might just have to play with it a little bit. I realized that in church today as I was sitting there listening to the sermon, and I was like, oh shoot, I didn't think about this. Oh shoot. So
Yeah,
the
it's
original pattern
doable.
is just single color. Yeah, I think it's doable. I just have to think through it and trial and error a little bit.
I'd have the little ball of yarn. I wouldn't carry it, but it just means it's going to be fiddly for a while.
Yeah, which I don't mind. I mean, it's just for the strip of pocket. So it's really just like this much knitting. And then
She doesn't have you knit one pocket and then go around and knit the other pocket, huh?
no, you knit it.
Back and
It's part
forth.
of the front somehow.
Okay.
I don't,
It's been a while.
yeah. So that's my knitting. And I'm really just sharing it because I was like, well, I'm sharing it because I have made good progress, but also
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. And then I've stitched a couple other things. One of the big things I focused on a lot was this stocking, because in my magazine monthly challenge that I made for myself, I wanted to do 35 trees this month.
35?
I just picked 35, but some of them, Mom, are like 4 stitches, like this
Okay.
little baby down here.
Okay.
I'm counting those as one.
Okay.
So I think I've done like, let me think. I forgot to count last night after I stitched, but here's the whole thing so far.
Getting there.
I'm rounding the toe, and then I just have to
Uh-huh.
fold it up to the, the body and the heel. Oh, hey, Millie's here. Maybe I should read her those sweet comments from people while she's here.
Yeah.
So everybody who sent her encouraging comments, I haven't read them yet to her. I wanted to read them. And I thought, well, I'll just do that here. And
Yeah.
then she can say thank you and she can hear. So if you didn't watch last week's episode, go back and watch, because she showed her finished Swan Princess by, is it a Tiny Modernist? Yeah, Tiny Modernist. And it's adorable. So I won't read like every comment, but I will find the ones that are kind of addressing her. Teresa says, congrats to Millie on her finish. It looks amazing. And Kay says, Millie's finish looks awesome. And by the way, those were your pot holders, and they are proudly displayed on her kitchen table. And that's who was our featured friend recently, I think last week, with the pot holders. And Julie, who sent us the frosted pumpkin pattern that you're going to stitch next, said, I am so excited that Millie is going to stitch the frosted pumpkin stitchery Christmas pattern. So glad someone is enjoying it and it's not sitting here in a box. Can't wait to see her progress. Her Swan Princess turned out great. And Sheila says, congrats, Millie, on the finish. It is beautiful. And the full disclosure stitcher, I'm not sure if that's somebody I know on Facebook or on Instagram or not, by a different name. But anyways, if I don't know you already, let me know so I can follow you. The full disclosure stitcher is Millie, you've got to finish. And then she put a bunch of cute emojis dancing.
Cute.
And let's see, she has a funny comment. If you haven't read her comment, you should go look at it. It's funny about Die Hard. First of all, let's be clear.
Yeah.
Die Hard is definitely a Christmas movie. What? It's a Wonderful Life wasn't on the list. It should have been on the list. That is probably my top #1 movie.
Yeah.
And Brenda says Millie did excellent job on her finish. And Carla says, awesome job, Millie. It's beautiful. And Janet says, congrats, Millie, on your finish. So,
Yay.
listen to all
Somebody
those.
else did. I think Heather commented about all the detail work in it too.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody-
Maybe I didn't. Did I miss one? You're right. I remembered
About
seeing that.
all the back stitching, or they commented on all that little detail work that she did.
Yeah, maybe that was last week though, or something. You get
No.
this. I need to remember. Well, it's not showing up for some reason.
Is it on Heather's?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Heather, if you left a comment and I didn't spot it. Okay, one more second. I'm looking through my comments on the studio.
Oh, well, it might have been. I thought for sure it was this week.
Sorry, I can't find it. It's probably on there, but I'm having a hard time spotting it.
Oh,
I
anyway,
do
they
remember
cheered,
reading it.
they've been cheering you on, Millie. Good job.
Everybody's been cheering you on. You wanna say thank you?
Thank you.
We're all rooting on you, your progress. Okay, so
Okay.
anyways, I probably stitched, here, I'll count really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 trees this week.
Oh, you're doing 35 for December.
35 for the month, yeah. I don't know why, I just picked 35
Yeah,
I just thought that sounded like a number I could probably do.
yeah.
And
Well,
then
especially if some are only 4 stitches.
I decided, after nobody really wanted to enter this giveaway, I decided to start it myself. So I just got a couple beads on one night before I got interrupted.
Oh, but it's gonna be so cute.
I know, but I got a little start. And then the only other thing I did was working on this hand-me-down project.
Oh, Mary, you look cute
Mary
snowman.
one.
All right, Santa. What am I saying snowman for?
Little snowman. No, it's not. And I'm making good progress. So I really did a lot on this one.
When I gave it to you, had I done the deer? What'd
Nope,
you do?
you had Santa done and part of this leaf done. So I did all the other leaves, berries, and now.
Oh, you have done a lot.
Yeah, I really was enjoying working on this. So Christmassy, I just kind of kept wanting to pick that one up. And it is my goal to finish this month. So
I love the snowflakes in the reindeer's body.
I do too. I think they turned out so cute. So I really just have his legs to do. And then the little calendar thing up here.
Mhm.
25.
Oh, yeah, you can get that
Maybe
done.
a couple berries and then the words. I know. So that's one of my other magazine monthly goals, which I don't do magazines on my monthly goals. So it's kind of silly for me to call it that. But
It's her acrostic goals.
it's my acrostic goal, so I can participate in that sweet group, even though I don't really stitch very much for magazines.
I really need to just sit down and just throw all my projects on the floor and just.
That's what I did. I just got my basket and I pulled out what I wanted to work on this month and I just made it fit into the acrostic if I could.
Too many baskets.
I know, I only have one basket.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Maybe I need to inherit a few more because see what happens when you pass them to me.
People have said, oh, Kim, you need to do a whip parade. I'm like, you don't understand. It would be like.
Maybe you need to do a themed whip parade, like all your fall piece, all your.
That would be better.
Like
just do it in smaller chunks
seasonal
because
whip parades.
it would be nuts. It would be overwhelming. It would not be enjoyable to watch, nor would it be enjoyable to film. I mean, to do them all. It's just, and I wouldn't even bring out the really, really old ones. But anyway, yes. Well, so that's all you did?
That's all I did this week.
Yeah, you were sick.
So recovering, yeah.
We'll talk about what took up a lot of my time in a minute, which is my knitting, which is just not going well.
Oh, no.
But what I did cross stitch on the most is a finish.
A finish.
I finished Dreaming Girl.
You did. You were so
all fancy and everything. I got her clipped on a board.
Oh, wow.
Those cute blue houses. I love them.
And you did pull out the flowers and do them blue.
I did pull out those 3 flowers. The purple peacock Jill did this one too, but I didn't want to. I thought, no, those go okay like that. But I love it. And then I did the little fish, and I just kind of made up different colors because I think they were a gray.
Yeah,
I didn't want
they would
gray
have
up in
blended in
here.
too much.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that reddish fish, but she's staying there.
She is.
But I did all of the trees and all this. Well, no. I think I had done that, but I did this.
I don't think you had that last week.
Oh, well,
I don't think you had any of this. If you had only part of that big snowflake done.
Okay, so I now have time to hopefully work on my Christmas Barbara Anna.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want to get a white frame. The gal that I took the blue from, she did a purpley fabric. I think she has a white frame, and then she's got some colorful fabric behind it, and then some little pom-poms on the inside of the frame.
Oh, cute.
But I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with her, but she's done. I brought up the caboose. I don't know if anybody else is working on theirs anymore, but
I know. It's cute.
I remember. If I do another, I know that I have all the Dreaming Girls except for Dreaming Frida. But if I think I'm going to do gray hair on them, but I'm going to flip the hair. I'm going to make the accents the lighter gray.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, she's done.
Yay. Congratulations. That was a long one.
And it just took, that's not that much, but it just took some time. I ripped out a couple of those fish a couple of times. I didn't like the colors I had done. So there was a lot of fussing around with that. And then I have a new start that we've talked about in the past, and I don't have a very good picture. I'm really sorry. It's the Advent Stitch Along from Jan Hicks Creates group. It's an Advent, and it's from, it's Italian. Her name is Rika on Instagram. She's Rika Marula. Her shop is Crow. I'm not even going to say it. You just see it.
Crochet a go-go.
And so it's 25 very involved. They're not quick stitches. I wish I had the color. I have a really poor color. I don't have it anymore. I think I got because our ink was so bad. But the first one that I started, it's a big cupcake, and I'm so sorry you can't really see.
Oh yeah, this is the one that you've showed before, and the print is all red, right?
Yeah. So like the first number one is it's like a pie or a cupcake with stars and candy canes, and then you work them going down. So it's 1 and then 2, 3, 4 go down this way.
Oh.
The next square is going to be cats, and then the next square is the stocking. If you want to see somebody that's making great progress on it, it is an Instagrammer. She goes by the name. I want to make sure I get it right. Knitter Norway. Can't type. Knitter. She's a stitcher, and a knitter. She goes by Knitter from Norway. And she's got a couple posts up, and she's got up to day, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 done. And you can get an idea of the colors. Yeah. So that's, I'm working way up at the top there. It's kind of like a pie maybe. And very, very, very early start here, but I got going on it. And so it's got this fancy border with little poinsettia kind of things every so often. So whoops, what do I got going here? So this is going to be a pin, one of those pinwheel suckers. So they'll be red in there.
Cute.
And then there's going to be candy canes, and there's stars, gold stars. Anyway, very early start, but I started. I wasn't sure I like this fabric so much, but I think once I get more colors on it.
Oh, pinwheel suckers. I see what I'm looking at the picture of the pattern.
Yeah.
I understand.
I
Like a lollipop?
Like a lollipop, but it's like a pinwheel, red and white.
But it's a circle.
Yeah.
I understand. I thought you were thinking, I thought you were talking about like one of those, you light the little candle and the hot air makes the thing spin around. I was thinking
no.
Pinwheel air sucker.
No. They're like flat suckers.
Yeah, like a round, it's like an old fashioned lollipop. Round lollipop.
Yeah, but it's gonna have red and white pinwheel. It's like a pinwheel.
Big sucker.
I don't know how else to
the air. That's a weird way to describe.
So maybe next week I'll actually have 4 done. But I got started on that, and I did. It was a good girl. Started with the border on top, and I'll try to continue down as I go. There's a lot of border, and there's no way I want to go back and do all that border later. Ooh, mama. So that was a good chunk of time last night.
Sorry.
And then the other thing I stitched a little bit on was my Joyful World, because it's my December. It was kind of bittersweet starting this.
Yeah, because it's your last one.
My last one. So I've been doing the Joyful World Stitch Along pattern that's free from Snowflower Diaries on Facebook. I mean, literally, I've got this much done.
So
I started. It's just a little bit of the ground. And so I'm at the point now where the branch will come up. Right here, come up. But yeah, it's just like, so I thought, but it's good because I have another monthly pattern picked out for next year. So
yeah, so you'll be ready.
I was thinking, man, I feel like it was forever ago I was doing those flamingos.
Yeah.
Just feels like a long time ago.
Yeah.
So that took up time. So the other thing that really took up some time for me was my knitting, my advent calendar yarn project. So I bought an advent yarn calendar from Dyer on Instagram that goes by Knitty McPurley. And I'm knitting up. She gave in the box clues for a mystery shawl. But I thought, no, I'm not going to do a shawl because and I knew it was a corner start, and then you got bigger. I won't be able to keep up. Where I thought a cowl, I know I can get done because I know this pattern is only 8 rows a day.
Right.
Let me see, make sure I have the right. I think this was
that's your old Oh, is that
It's
the one you
the
didn't
pattern
have
I'm doing.
on hand last week?
Yeah, this is called the Land of Sweets pattern. It's
Oh,
got
no, yeah, you showed that one.
Mhm. So I loved how this gradiented up.
Mhm.
And I realized that I cast on my thing on the second day of December. I don't think I got to it on the first day of December, but I opened my yarn, I cast it on. I've added 60 more stitches, so it's a long cast on and you have to join it in the round.
Wait, how many
So-
extra did you add?
Huh?
How many extra did you add?
60.
60 more than it called for?
60, yeah, because I'm trying to make it wider.
Oh, quite a bit wider. Okay.
Yeah, I want it to be, because it's in the
I thought
round.
it
I
needed
want
to be in increments of 8.
no, increments of 60.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't know why I had 8 in my mind.
Each day, because she has it split up for you.
Oh,
Because she
8
wrote this
rows.
8 rows. So she wrote like when you finish,
Right.
When
I
you-
remember now. It was
she
60.
even gives percentages. Like at this
120.
point, you're 5% complete. But she wrote it to go with like an 8-gram mini or whatever it was.
Right.
So I did not 260. I had to add, I added 60. So I had to cast
60
on
or
210. At call for 150. I had to cast on 210 stitches.
Got it.
I got down to 200 and I realized I wasn't paying attention. I didn't have enough yarn to finish my cast on. I had to rip it all off, start over again that night, which it just took forever.
So one of the mini
Finally-
skeins was only 1 row
No. You know
Oh,
how you do a long
okay.
tail cast on?
on your long tail.
My
Oh, I
tail
hate
wasn't
that.
long.
I see.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, my tail wasn't long enough.
I
So I finally got it all done. And the other night, I did like the 8 rows of ribbing and I was doing, I made so many mistakes. I was doing a 1-by-1 rib, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1, which takes time because you're,
I don't like it.
and so then on Instagram, I saw a sneak peek of the shawl that she posted day by day. And I thought, that's funny because the yarn that she started with is not the same color as the yarn I pulled out of my #1 box. And I thought,
Going backwards.
I pulled #4.
Oh.
#1 and #4, the boxes,
Oh.
the stickers are so thin. The numbers
Oh.
are so thin. And I stumbled in here at 6 o'clock in the morning in the dark and started work and opened up my first box. Probably didn't have my good glasses on. And so it's a really bright blue. It's a bright turquoise. And I thought, yeah, that's okay. I'll just start. And I thought, no, because they're gonna gradient up. I want them to go in the right order. So I ripped it out.
Of course.
And then I thought also, I don't like my ribbing on a #4 needle. I'm going to go down and do a #3 because my ribbing looked kind of sloppy. So after 2 more attempts, I now have day 1 done.
On December 5th.
Very scrunched up. I mean, it's wide.
It's gonna be.
But I only had a short cable. So
But
what
you're
I
still
did-
going with that cowl. You didn't switch over to her shawl. You're
No,
still-
I'm still doing the cowl. And what did I do yesterday? So I cast it on. Oh, I cast on this tiny little cable thinking, oh, that'll be fine. And then I thought, there's no way I'm going to be able to join this in the round and not know if I'm twisted or not. I'm not doing this again. So I can't. So they were cast on, but not joined. I slid them all onto a #4 needle so I could make sure and I joined it in the round. I did 1 row with a #4 needle, and then I slipped them all back on the #3 because I knew it wasn't twisted. It was a lot of messing around.
Kind of like me with that sweater, kind of fiddling around with these dang pockets.
Last night I'm looking at the pattern and I'm checking off my boxes and I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? It's a 2-by-1 rib. It's knit 2, purl 1. I thought, too bad. Kim's version is going to be a knit 1, purl 1 because this is not coming out, baby. So this is day 1. Here's day 2. So now my next,
Ooh,
my
that's
next row.
pretty.
And then here's day 3.
Oh.
There's some little pops of blue in there. And then day 4 is really blue, turquoisey blue. And then today's is even a little bit lighter. And I don't know where she's going with it, but
Pretty.
it is really pretty. And it's nice soft yarn. So anyway, this took up a lot of hours a lot of hours in the evening watching TV. I
No
thought,
kidding.
I used to knit a lot and I don't remember having this many problems. So
Oh, you
clearly-
always have. Oh, you call me all the time. Ah, I gotta tear out this whole sweater.
No, I didn't. No, maybe in the early days. So anyway, I am still going to work on this. I love this cowl pattern so much that
I should make one of those. I was just thinking,
you should.
I don't have any, I really love that blush pink color.
Yeah.
I really wanted to make myself a cowl that's kind of a blush pink. So I think maybe I'll do that in the,
And you could do this in one color, two
Yeah.
colors.
it would be
know.
really pretty in just a variegated yarn even.
Yeah,
Like a,
Yep. This
speckled
one I
yarn.
love, especially because it has.
Oh, I do
some
love your
weird-
gradient colors.
You can't see it, but this has some stellinas in it, so it's kind of sparkly. The year she designed this pattern, her whole knit vent was, I think it was the year that her theme was the Nutcracker.
Oh, cute. Yeah.
Anyway, so now I'm getting ready to put it back on these size 4 needles. And the next 8 rows are stockinette, so those will go fast.
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, I'll get caught up. If I'm not done by the 24th,
What's
I don't
that
care.
pattern called? So I can link it
Land
below.
of Sweets, Land of Sweets
That's right.
cowl by Helen Stewart.
Oh,
It goes by Hell's Bells, I think,
okay.
on Instagram and I think Ravelry.
Okay. I'll put it on the, because I might want to find it.
Yeah, and she has some really pretty sock patterns and she does design some beautiful patterns. But this is like, so she does a knit vent that starts in November every year and you pay a set amount and then you get like 4 free patterns that are usually, I didn't do it this year because they're usually chunky yarn patterns because they're supposed to be able to knit up
Yes.
quickly for gifts. It's kind of her goal. There's usually a shawl, a hat. I don't know what they are this year, but I've done it several years in a row. And of all the years, this was my absolute favorite pattern out of them. So
Yeah.
I could see knitting more of those in my life
Mhm.
with different combinations.
It's really pretty.
Yeah. Anyway, that is all she wrote this week for me.
Well, I got some haul. It's not really cross stitch haul, a little bit. Well, I got flosses for Millie.
Mm-hmm.
And but this is the fun thing. So the girls, Millie, this is an old, I mean, probably like 2010, maybe 09. Maybe 08, actually. Where's the year? It says display. Sorry, this is a Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart, I can't find what year.
Before she went to jail.
Probably not that old. I can't
it?
find what year. It's a special holiday issue. And you'd think that it would say,
I know, but some magazines don't, and it's very annoying.
but it does say to display until January 5th, 09, which makes me think that this is probably Christmas 08.
Yeah.
So I probably bought this as a special splurge when we were first, we weren't really newlyweds in 08, but
You're poor like newlyweds.
I wasn't pregnant. I hadn't had any kids yet, and we were poor. We were real poor. So buying a magazine like this, who knows? Maybe you bought it for me. I don't even know. I probably bought it though. I kind of remember buying these a couple times.
Uh-huh.
I have a few of them. The girls, Millie, I think, or somebody saw this Christmas card holder idea and loved it. So when we were at Hobby Lobby yesterday buying something, I said we could look for some ribbon so we could do that. Basically, she has like a big satin ribbon with a small ribbon over it and then tacked down, who knows how. I mean, hers just look glued. They don't even look sewn on. And then you just slide your cards in it. So we went ahead and got this ribbon to do that with. And yeah, and she does have like all the directions on how to do it in the back. And she did just use like tacky glue, fabric glue or whatever.
Is it mounted on a piece of cardboard or is it just loose on the ribbon?
I think it's just loose on the ribbon. You just kind of hang it. Ribbon.
Pretty.
Yeah, it's just on the ribbon and then you hang it from the thing. So we're gonna do that. Who knows if we'll get Christmas cards? Less and less, like fewer and fewer people who do Christmas cards. But we're doing one.
I'm going to send some out sometime. They might not go out top.
Last year I felt like we got hardly any. And I think just with the advent of like social media, everybody just shares things that way and doesn't bother with the mailing. But I love Christmas cards. I love sending them. I love giving them. It's the only time I really send out any mail.
Yeah.
Get really fun mail.
Yeah.
Hey, Lydia is wearing makeup today.
What?
A little bit.
You got to wear makeup? Mom let you wear, dad let you wear makeup? I mean, mom's not the problem.
I didn't do anything.
No, just it's not your fault.
Lydia
What
got
do
her
you have?
second vaccine yesterday. So
You
she's
have
not
some
very good.
lip shimmer on.
Yeah, that's the stuff you gave her for her birthday.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of eyeshadow, a little bit of
Yeah,
blush.
just a really, really like, it's just basically like glitter. It's not really
Yeah.
eyeshadow, it's just like a
Her
glitter.
eyes just looked a little lighter.
A little bit of foundation because we were going to do a picture for, well, we did a picture for our Christmas card at church. I had a friend take it because we all looked kind of cute today. And I looked at the picture later and realized I only had done half of my makeup before we ran out the door. I did hers.
You're like, only half your face?
Oh my gosh, that was
No, I don't usually do half of my face and then half of my face.
Oh, what did you forget? Your eye makeup?
I forgot mascara. I didn't have any eye makeup on. I look like totally like I just got out of bed in some ways.
And you did the Advent presentation like that?
We did an Advent reading.
So
as
one day you really want to
one
look.
day I would have wanted to go to church and be like cute.
Where's your eyes?
I was like looking at the pictures like, why do I look so dead in these? And then I looked in the mirror and thought, oh, I never actually did my makeup today.
Oh, so you gotta redo them?
Oh no, I'll probably just use it. Whatever. Just get this.
You're the mother of 3 girls. That's just the natural look.
Lydia looks great, and that's what starts to matter at some point, right?
Were you wearing your Star Wars shirt in the picture?
Oh no, I had a cute dress on.
She did. She had a little navy blue dress on. It was really cute. And her little jean jacket.
First time wearing makeup out of the house?
Well, I've worn stuff to weddings and stuff on Halloween, but
Oh, well, when you've been flower girls and stuff, yeah. But like,
not for like just a regular day. No, I let her do a little.
oh, I thought you looked a little bit made up. Not too much, just enough.
Yeah, I
I
wanted
was
it to
also
be real.
just down
light.
by the fire. So
Yeah, her cheeks are a little rosy from the being warm. But what else did you do this morning that was so special?
I drank coffee.
I told Jessie apparently told her when she turned 12 she could drink coffee.
Did you like it?
Really good.
You'd like it. I could see you liking it. Did you put cream in it?
Steamed
We-
eggnog.
Steamed some eggnog.
I know,
Wait,
I've got this
you done?
pile of stuff for you. I've got that steamer and I've got the roaster, and I was like,
I know. Well,
Sarah was supposed to come over to my house yesterday.
I know, but then
I had
the
to pass.
it was too snowy for us to probably make it and get back easily. So
Yeah.
we didn't end up
I remember,
coming.
I was gonna ask you something.
And the reason they had to come was, I tell you,
Yeah.
COVID and the pandemic is the gift that keeps on giving, because she sends a text message out to our whole family last week. Can anybody over there find some contact cement?
Yeah. Jesse's
Some
been
kind
looking
of
for contact cement.
Gallon can of something flammable, because Jesse's going to redo her countertops and anyway, because it's a home improvement project. Good luck.
Mhm.
Nobody over on her side of the mountains has it. So I started quickly looking on websites over here, like Home Depot, which is a major, and Lowe's. No, they all were out. It was like 000, not available for pickup, not available for shipping.
I know.
And I'm like, holy moly. So then my husband called McClendon's, which used to be a family owned hardware store, which loved it. It's still really cute, but it's not family owned anymore. And they had like, I don't know, 1 gallon.
Dad said they were down to the last one, or maybe you told me or somebody.
Yeah. And so anyway, rather than trying to mail it, he has to look to see if he can mail. He's not going to mail it. They're going to come over here and get it. But
Yeah, I'm gonna mail it. It'll be
it's,
too expensive to make that one.
yeah, it has to be a certain flash point, and Dad hadn't looked yet if it would even
I'll just
qualify
come
for
get it.
mailing. Yeah. So anyway, now I understand. I mean, that's just one little drip in the bucket of people that are trying to build homes right now and home improve, because everything's hard to find. I mean, why?
Yeah.
And who knows when there was no like indication of when they're gonna get it back, right? I mean, they might be out of stock for 2 months. So we got it. We got the last one in
Got
Northern
it.
Washington State.
it's what it seemed like. So I'm getting new countertops for Christmas, I guess. They're not really for Christmas, but we've been meaning to do it. All of you can share the weed for 45 minutes total. Bye.
Why not?
I'm not talking about that right now. I told you what you can do. Bye. Technology questions over here. Screen time questions. So, because he's almost on, tomorrow is his last day of his semester for his grad school, which is very exciting because I feel like we hardly see him. And even when we see him, he's not seeing us because he's doing papers and homework. So, but he really, really wants to redo my counters. And oh my gosh, he's so cranky right now. It's the worst.
I can just tell it when I'm on the phone with you and stuff.
And he is just stressed to the max. And it's not all about school. There's a lot of like stuff coming to a head with work that he has to do this week. Once next Saturday's done, he'll be much a happier person, but he is so cranky. And he'd be like so cranky if you knew I was saying that on camera right now. Like if you walked in the room right now, I'd never hear the end of it. Yeah, he's really cranky. So thankfully Dad was able to find that contact cement and yay.
Snow Quality Pass did not cooperate.
So we
after weeks and weeks.
I know. We were in the mountains the day before to get our Christmas tree, and there was not a speck of snow on the ground all the way up where we were. Nothing. It's been dry warm.
Yeah, we got some snow like early, like in October or early November, a little bit of snow in the mountains. And then we've just had these constant atmospheric rivers come through that are warm, tropical. Well, they're not hot, but warmer than normal air, and just deluges of rain. And so then all the mountain pass snow melted. So we've had river flooding all around up north of us and no snow in the mountains. And then the one time they want to come over here.
For one trip that we tried to make for weeks and weeks, we couldn't do it. I was sad. So we do need to come over to get that. But anyways, let's see. I was going to show, it's not really stitching, Paul, but we're in a little homeschool co-op. And so we're doing a Christmas party in a few weeks. And we decided there's a few different things. One of the things we're going to make, all the kids and moms are going to make cards for a local like nursing home for people in a nursing home. And then one of our ladies will deliver those over this holiday season. So that'll be fun. And then we decided, several moms volunteered to like do a station at a table, and then kids can go to the different stations. So I said, I'll do one. I'll do a cocoa mix in a jar. I probably shouldn't have because it's kind of a lot of work, but it'll be fun. So everybody has to bring a jar, like a pint jar.
Own jar.
Gets to make their own, but I got all the
finding candy jars.
You're not going to be able to find any in the store. So just bring a candy jar. I will bring a bunch of extras. I have been saving, like spaghetti jars that are about 2 cups.
Yeah.
But what I knew we wouldn't be able to find was rings. That's the thing. You can't buy rings right now. And I have several like used ones that I save when I reuse jars to store food in the fridge, but I also don't think I have enough for our whole group. So what I decided to do is I think I'm going to cut like saran wrap or parchment, and we'll put it over the top of the jar. And then I'll have pre-cut circles from these cute fabrics, and the kids can just tie a little bit of ribbon. So the girls are helping me pick out fabric. That's the real reason we kind of went by Hobby Lobby yesterday.
I love that llama fabric. That's really cute. That's so cute.
Well, I think that'll work.
Yeah.
That's my only haul. I haven't really bought anything. I'm going to do some Christmas shopping today. Finally.
Honey, I would probably do.
What would you do?
Well, I would, whatever you put over the lid first to seal it, I would put foil over it too.
Okay.
Just because you can get it tighter and then cover it. Like maybe have saran wrap or parchment and then maybe just a layer. You know what I'm saying? Because then you can pinch that foil all around the jar and then tie your ribbon. Is that what you're going to do? Put a fabric and then tie a ribbon around your fabric?
You would do saran wrap, then foil, then ribbon? Then fabric?
Yeah. How are you attaching the fabric?
I was just going to have them cover it and tie around or rubber band it.
I just think the foil gives you another layer of protection from it popping open if they spill it, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would just do another layer of.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, because there's no way to really make a parchment paper stick very well.
Yeah, I would have done saran wrap for sure at the very least, but
Yeah,
foil is
maybe that really heavy duty stuff from Costco, saran wrap.
that like
I still
sticky.
think I would do a little piece of foil. Huh?
Yeah. Okay.
Just because you know how kids are
Yeah, I do.
carrying things around. That'll be cute though.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing these days, is planning this party.
Okay. Well, I don't.
Do you have any haul?
I don't have any haul. Do I have any haul? No. No, I don't. But I do have something out in the mailbox, but it's not really stitching. It's a project bag, and I think it got delivered yesterday. That I'm going to put my Advent
Yarn stuff.
project in. Yeah, but I didn't get it out of the mailbox yet. But I haven't ordered any cross stitch stuff. But I do have a giveaway.
Yay. Okay, let's do a giveaway. We didn't have one last week. So sorry, we don't have one to draw for this week because mom had COVID and I was apparently about to be laid out sick for the week.
Yeah, I feel like we gave this away once before, but maybe I've just seen it and wanted to give it away
Yeah,
before.
I don't remember ever seeing this one.
Okay,
before,
it's
so
a
I don't
Loohoo
know.
Stitches, and I love this
That
pattern.
is really cute.
And it's Christmassy / wintry. I think I love the finish of those little pom-poms.
Yeah,
And these little mittens. I think
you could totally leave that up all year. I mean,
Yeah.
all winter.
all
Not-
winter.
yeah,
And
all
it
winter.
calls for DMCs.
It's really cute.
Yeah, not anything fancy.
It'd be kind of cute if the red was, if you did some blue in there instead of the red.
Yeah, yeah. you
I'm
could
just
do
thinking
that.
about my January being all blues and
Yeah.
greens.
But if you leave the red hearts on there, you could leave it up all the way through February.
Exactly. Yeah, you do the red hearts and then turn everything else blue.
Uh-huh.
That would be cool.
Use the word mittens.
Mittens. Okay.
Yeah, because I just fell in love with the mittens when I saw it. But it is such a cute pattern. And I feel like, this is one I could probably, and heavens to Betsy. I mean, yeah, it looks like it's, it's not a terribly big chart.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, mittens. That will be it. I thought it's not so Christmassy that we're getting close to Christmas, but I thought that would be multi-purpose. And I still haven't mailed mine now, guys, but I have to go to the post office tomorrow to mail something to one of my kids. So these are all, well, this one won't get mailed out unless somebody, no, because we won't even have done
No,
live till tomorrow.
we'll hardly
but
have the
others-
video up by tomorrow.
Everything else is ready to go. And I only have two getting ready to go out. And do you have any to mail out?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I do.
You have that little, did you ever find your things of? Things of
winter I have found. Things of autumn I still have not found.
Did you not give that away already?
I don't think I sent it off yet though, because I didn't
Oh.
check it off.
Okay.
So maybe I have found them both. I don't know. I better look today or this week.
Okay.
I felt like those were kind of bonus giveaways though.
They were kind of bonus giveaways.
I do need to do that.
They're
and then-
past the stashes.
Did we have somebody that won anything last week? Did I not write it down? I probably
We
did.
didn't have a giveaway last week, honey.
I mean, the week before. I didn't write
Oh.
it down.
Would
Like,
that have been yours? The one
last week though. Winner of Holly was Brenda. Okay, that's right.
that's yours, yeah. I have Gather with Joy,
Oh yeah, it's on my bed. Okay, Brenda, I haven't
Karen.
filled yours out yet.
Eliani, and I have We Santa 2021
Yes, just Susan.
to Susan.
Okay, we'll try it. Maybe this week we can get caught up.
Yeah,
I'm not doing
I do-
school, remember? So I be able to get to the post office.
Yeah, I've got to get something in the mail to Sam and Ashley, so that's kind of time sensitive. So this will push me to get out to the post office. I went yesterday and I had put the address on the envelope wrong.
Oh no.
And I was trying to do the automated system and it wouldn't accept it. I forgot one T in the name of their road. And so I turned around thinking, okay, I'll just go in. Why? I didn't realize at first that that's what was happening.
Hmm.
So I was texting her going, are you sure you gave me your right address? And I turned around and the line to get to a counter was out the door. And I'm like, nope, it's a Saturday. I'll come back Monday, mid-morning, maybe. And
Way
Yeah.
quieter.
yeah, I can actually do the automated system. I got the right address now.
Oh, true. I've never seen one of those. We don't have those in my post.
Well,
My little tiny dinky town post. This is
yeah. Ours used to have a really, really good one that worked all the time. And then they took it out and put a new and improved one in before the pandemic. Because I remember going in there to mail stuff to you, maybe even. And it was never, I was always out of order. And I'm like, geez Louise. She goes, yeah, this thing isn't really worth it. And anyway, it was working yesterday when I went in, but clearly not if you don't have the right address.
I just remembered I do have some stuff that came in the mail this week from you. So here is what I do have, a little bit of fun goodies that came in the mail. Now, did you tuck in some of your own things in here? I wasn't 100% sure what everything was.
No, I think those were all things that Claire Stitched Lit sent to us.
Hang on. The thing I actually bought from her is in here.
Okay. So anyway, tonight, well, I guess I'll just, are you still going to cut this out?
Yeah, I'll just cut it out.
I don't need to be entertaining people.
I'll just cut it out.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So a few weeks ago, Claire from Stitched Lit was doing a de-stash. And you got these. She just sent them all to you so that because I told her that was fine. And then
I think I showed mine last week or 2 weeks ago.
So I ended up getting, let's see if I can do this without the glitter.
Ah, it's so cute.
This one to go along with my other one that I'm making.
Yes, that's gonna be so cute together.
Oh, it doesn't really have an easy open. Oh yes, it does. Here we go. I know they'll be really cute together. It's so interesting how their pictures are really not very good. They're always really dark and gray, but actually they're bright colors, really bright colors.
Yeah.
So I thought that one was really cute. I do think it's a little less work than the one I'm doing right now.
I think so too. That house is no joke that you're doing.
And it has a lot more snow on the ground than the one I'm doing.
Yeah.
When I saw her de-stashing that, I was like, oh, I gotta get that one.
Yeah.
And then she tucked in some other cute little things that I love. So either the girls or I could see Liddy liking.
I think I tucked that in.
From you?
Yeah, I think that came with my magazine.
Yeah, that makes sense. I could
was
see
cute.
the girls really liking to stitch this. Maybe I could get her to stitch that. And did this come from Claire?
That came from Claire. Yeah.
My cat rules perfectly. That looks like something the girls would like to stitch.
Cute finish.
And then there's a little, it's Kit and Bixby. Happy Halloween. Was this from her too?
Yeah.
Show just a little black and white picture. Happy Halloween. Really cute. And then I'm not sure what else is in here. I forget. Oh, were these from her?
Yeah.
This is perfect because somebody else sent me one of these, a different one, like a little doll or something. And now I have 3 and they're going to go in stockings. Woohoo. Because Liddy saw this and she like saw it and then I shoved it back in. I was like, oh, stocking. Go in your stocking. She's like, Mom, I really want that. I was like, okay, well, you never know what's going to happen.
Oh, I'll see if I can find one for you.
I don't know. I might do that one. I like it a lot. Probably kind of crap.
I know. Yeah. She took all those postings down, so she must be done.
Yeah. So that was fun. A little fun thing to get in the mail this week.
Yeah.
Thank you for tucking that in.
Yeah. Thank you, Claire.
Yeah, thanks. Do you have any plans this week?
My plans? Well, my non-stitching plans consist of tonight. We're going to Snowflake Lane, which is I don't really know what it is. It's up in the town north of us, about a half hour. I think it's a parade, but maybe it doesn't actually move anymore. But they make it snow. It's like on this main street in front of a big, fancy, expensive mall. And I'm sure there's like music and they say, you never know, it might, what do they say? Miracles could happen. We might get snow, but they also keep saying they've reimagined it. So I think it's COVID reimagined. I think you just stay in one place. I thought you used to walk around, but I think now you just stay, I think. So we're going with Penny's parents, my granddaughter and her mommy and daddy, and we're going to dinner at a Chinese restaurant right outside, right on the parade route. So we'll be able to just go outside and shove our way into the crowd, I guess. I don't know. but I think it'll be chilly because it is cold here, but not raining. Thankfully, the rain stopped. So we're doing that. Maybe I'll send you a little video from it.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I'll send you a little video of what Dad did outside because he was working on the outside lights.
Oh, fun.
And then I'm just working. I got a lot of work. We got slammed last week at work, slammed. And I know it's sitting there waiting for me, but yeah, I think I've got my decorating all done. Got to start wrapping.
Yeah, I got to start shopping.
I got to finish my shopping. I got a little bit more to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to stitch and knit. I've got to finish Junie's sweater. I haven't worked on that. And I did buy yarn. I bought yarn for Penny's Sorello. I bought it at Hobby Lobby. I think the same brand maybe that you're using.
The must be merino.
Maybe not. I'll show it next week. It's a baby blue, but it's just a solid. I thought that pattern has that cute lace all the way down. It's got a lace panel. And I thought if you get too busy of a yarn, it doesn't show. So
this is, yeah,
it's solid. So I don't know. That might just have to wait and just be done just for the fun of it after Christmas. I don't know.
Yeah, don't stress yourself out.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's a tiny needle. But yeah, I do really want to kind of firm up next year's plans. And I did start it before all whatever broke out in our house, before COVID, before the cold, before the people moved in and out. And I just need to pull it out, what I hand wrote. Carolyn Zook, by the way, if you are part of her Facebook group, she's going to do a planning video. She's going to do a video not a video, but a Zoom meetup. She has a video on it, but people, I think, wanted to hear her talk about it live. So she is doing it. Let me see. I have it written on my calendar. Just read anybody that wants to join it. Guess what? I missed it. It was today.
Oh no, today already? Oh.
It was at 10 this morning. I was just getting up. I think she's doing another one though.
Is she doing it on the 18th or is that a different thing?
Maybe. Gosh darn it. I wrote it on the calendar and then just.
Well, it's the weekend. Who looks at their calendar?
I don't exactly because it's mostly my work calendar. Let me see. Shoot. Carolyn, I'm sorry I missed your thing. Because she really has even if you don't do everything like she does, it gives you some things to think about.
Yeah.
I'll look it up later and you can maybe link it.
Or just go to probably her Facebook or the Magazine Monthly Challenge group.
I think it's in the Magazine Monthly Challenge. So just ask to join that group. And oh my gosh. Oh, when I pulled this up, the youth pastor that was the youth pastor when Sam was in high school, that Sam just really loved this kid. His name is Ben. He just got married.
Aww.
And he just has waited for so long. And it's a beautiful wedding picture. Sorry, I'm going to show your picture, Ben. But he had moved out here from Indiana to Washington years ago to follow a gal that he was in love with. And then she broke his heart. And he stayed, and then now he's over in Eastern Washington, and he met this girl, and I think it's been a quick, oh, baby Junie's home, quick kind of engagement, and I'm just so happy for him because he is the nicest guy, and he just needed somebody really sweet. Anyway, yeah, go to Magazine Monthly. Carolyn Zook, there's a couple different Zoom meetups. One's probably a Magazine Monthly planning one, but maybe not yet. Maybe they're all her planning. That was kind of muddled, but anyway. To me, she's the queen of planning. I have never seen anybody so organized with her stitching. So yeah, I just need to get my act together and just make a list of what I want to work on, and then I can go from there. And maybe I will join WIPCO, I don't know, and just really pare it down to only a few projects. I don't know.
Maybe your WIPCO should be your monthly. Well, somehow you could incorporate finishing your monthly square or something.
Yeah,
do that.
I need to do I know I'm going to be working on that border for Joyful World.
That's true.
I got to figure out what colors I want to use for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are your plans?
Well, I've got my monthly planning sheet.
So good.
And I don't know if it's very realistic, but I really want to, I think I could finish that Mary sampler. And it's
Oh,
such
yeah.
a fun thing to work on right now in the middle of like,
Is that only in one spot or do you have it for a couple different letters?
I have it just in one spot. I never think about reusing one project. I never think about that. I always feel like I need a different project for different things.
I reuse all the time.
I should have. Yeah, I should have. And then I want to get about 10 more stocking trees done.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of picked, well, and then, so my theme for the month was my toile sampler out of that book. I didn't show it today because I didn't actually work on it this week. But my goal for that was to finish it this month. So I probably need to do a little bit of work on that.
Yeah.
Send it there. Otherwise, I'll probably pick one of these other ones that I have on the different letters for that acrostic. So I've got Snapperland, which I haven't pulled out for a long time.
Oh, that hasn't made an appearance for a while.
I have my Cuore y Badicuore one, the Christmas tree, huge blue and all that white. The reindeer for Snow Queen.
Oh, she hasn't made an appearance for a while either.
No, and so I really do think I should probably pull that one out and get 3 hours this month. If I could just
How's
do
that hate going?
I don't have it's not. It hasn't been started yet. It's still sitting there.
Just thought I'd bring that up.
Thank you. I'm going to. I'm just not going to worry about it right this second. That might be my January plan. Twilight Angel, that little Dimensions kit, the little gold, mini gold collections or whatever.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen her for a while either.
Yeah, and then she's sparkly. She's got some gold in her, and then
yeah,
the other sparkly one is my bookshelf that has some gold thread
Mhm.
cloth in it. So I might try to do those because that kind of goes with the theme, sparkle and shine. But yeah, we'll see. I have to probably be a little realistic here on what I can actually get done.
That's, the thing is, nobody's going to come hunt you down and slap you for not getting it done.
How do you not finish your goals?
In order. How can you be a floss tuber and not meet your goal?
You're kicked out of this group forever. Yeah.
Not going to happen. It's like the sweetest, nicest little group I've ever been a part of.
No, I'm shooting for the stars. I'm shooting for the stars. I do need to help Millie dye her fabric so she can get started on her little sampler. She'll probably have that done tomorrow.
Shoot for the stars and settle for the moon or something like that.
Shoot for the stars, and when you land with your face in the dirt, don't be too sad. It's like my life, right?
No.
Look before you leap. Is that another one?
Yeah. No.
Twice at once.
You might surprise yourself and get them all done.
I might.
Well, okay. What are you putting down there? An hour for each project? Or are you doing 6 hours?
3 hours.
Make your project 1 hour. Then you can probably do it.
Okay, right now. But that's like hardly anything. 1 hour on that Snow Queen is ridiculous.
Well, okay, make 2 hours for Snow Queen.
4 stitches.
Make
an hour and a half just to get it all set up and figure out where I was.
That doesn't count as part of your hour. Well, give that one 2 hours then. I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. You totally.
All right, I'm cutting it all down to 1 hour. I can do that.
Yeah.
That's less overwhelming. There.
Then you'll feel like you touched them, and then they'll be on their way.
Modified goals. All right, the stars were a little too far. I'll shoot for the moon.
shoot for an asteroid or something.
I'll just aim to touch the top of the light pole, power pole. Okay, sorry. Now I'm starting to cough.
Yeah. Okay.
So use the word
mittens,
plural.
Mm-hmm.
Plural. If you want to enter the giveaway for that cute design for next week.
Yeah.
And that's all I really got to say.
That's all we got.
Get vaccinated.
I'll try to send you a few, huh?
Get vaccinated. The girls got vaccinated. If they could do it, you can too.
Of course. They didn't drive themselves there, right? I mean,
they might have figured out how if I didn't take them. They were pretty excited. Okay, I have to share a little story about the vaccination time. I told Mom this already, but I think I did.
Sweet, yes.
So they do the vaccine and then they have you wait just 15 minutes just to make sure, there's no reaction, which there wasn't. But while we were sitting there, we sat on the floor, which is probably not very sanitary, and we were playing a card game in the waiting area.
Vaccinated.
It was a pretty clean,
Yeah.
it was a clean area, so I wasn't too worried. And where we were, there were like 4 different stations, and each station had a person at the computer who was doing all the like paperwork and filling in like your card, they wrote the vaccine card and stuff. And then next to them was a nurse who did the actual vaccine at each station. So we were at one station and we came and sat down, and we could see another station. I mean, it's not really that private. Everybody's just getting a poke in the arm. It's not like major private. So there was a male nurse sitting there, and the person at the desk was starting to help a woman, and she had come in with 2 little boys, but one little boy veered off to the side. I didn't realize 2 women came in together. So there were 2 moms, and each of them had a son with them. And the boy from the other mom that I didn't originally see came over and was like saying hi to the nurse at this other station. And he kind of gave him a hug, and he said to his coworker, "This is my son," and gave him a big hug, pulled him onto his lap. He was probably like 9 or 10. And they were kind of talking, and I just thought, oh, how sweet. And then his mom came over, they finished doing their paperwork, and she came over, and he said, "Oh, and the one that you're helping right now is my older sister and her son, my nephew."
Oh.
So then he ended up doing the vaccine for his son and his nephew. And it was just really moving to me. And if you're anti-vaccine watching us, I'm sorry. It's okay, like, it's just where I'm at. But when I went to get my vaccine, I sensed this too. There was just a really big feeling of sort of, we're doing this to protect ourselves, but also to protect our community. There's just like a feeling of kind of solidarity, like,
and gratefulness,
and celebration. Yeah. Thanksgiving and gratefulness that this is available to us and available so fast. And anyway, so I was already a little emotional because the girls had been like really antsy to get their vaccine for a long time. And then they got their first one, and I was a little emotional then, but they were very happy when they finished. They were like, "Mom, we're fully vaccinated," like, because they know what that means to them. And just that they're, even if there's another surge, that they're protected, and for the most part, and at the very least. Anyways, so I was just sitting there watching this dad, and just felt very like moved and grateful watching him give his own son. I was just thinking about what that would be like, especially I think somebody who'd been in the nursing profession over this really difficult time. I'm assuming he's a nursing, maybe he's not, maybe he's a phlebotomist. I have no idea, but I don't know who administers vaccines, but clearly somebody in the medical profession. And it's been such a hard time, I think, for people in the medical profession, that I feel really grateful to nurses and doctors who really have given of themselves so much during this time. And I just thought, to give your own child their vaccine,
I know,
that protects them from this thing that we were all scared and so worried about for so long. And anyway, it was just really sweet. And the girls were all like, "That's his dad. Oh my gosh, is he giving?" And but when
tell him with a little voice there.
His cousin was the one sitting in the chair getting ready to get his vaccine, and he looked a little nervous. And the little boy came over. He goes, "Oh, it was easy. It didn't even really hurt. And guess what? Afterwards, you're going to get a sticker." And he was like all encouraging him, and it was just so sweet. So
told Sarah, it's too bad our girls didn't just stand up and clap for them or something.
I was kind of like, "Yay, you didn't. We did it." So anyways, they were super happy to have it done. And
and I feel like it gives, in general, yes, the greater good, it gives our family in particular another layer of protection, because the babies can't get the vaccine yet. So when we are all together at Christmas time, because your girls are out and about, doing ballet and stuff, and we know that there's this other stupid mutation coming around again, although everything I keep seeing says it's really mild, so hopefully that'll stick. But it just means that we don't have to, and you don't have to keep your girls, I mean, you still have to be safe, but
we're still going to make wise decisions. But like every time they get a cold, I might not feel like I need to rush them in to get them tested or something. Not that I've been doing that, but
well, you might need to,
first
because that's what I thought I had.
Early on, I did. Like anytime we had a cold, after a few days, if it was still lingering, I'd be like, "Well, we should probably just get him tested so that Jesse knows about work and whether he needs."
And especially for the next month or two, I mean, their immunity would be pretty good. So
anyways, that was just all I really had to say. But I really, that little scene that I got to see at
Yeah.
the clinic was just really sweet and
Very sweet. And vaccination demand is up again here. So people are definitely getting their boosters and stuff in our area, because I think it's, I had kind of slacked off, but
yeah.
it's interesting because my county is requiring vaccination proof to go into a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And so we eat out every week almost with our friends.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we'll go out just in the middle of the week, if my husband and I, and for the most part, most restaurants are asking for it.
Mm-hmm.
We've been to 2 that didn't, but I think it was just a matter of, I think one probably, I don't know if they have a great system in place. Like sometimes the waitress will ask you for it. Sometimes the host will ask you for it. So it's up to the restaurant how they want to. So maybe sometimes the waitress thinks the hostess has already asked us. Maybe. I don't think they blatantly didn't ask us on purpose. I don't think it's, but it hasn't really affected business. I mean, the restaurants we go into are pretty busy.
You can tell when the light goes.
Yeah. But anyway, it's been interesting. They're supposed to reevaluate that in 6 months, but I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know.
Our numbers here are really low right now, so that was kind of great too.
Yeah, they're not really talking about our numbers, which makes me think they're low again, because they don't really make a big headline news when they're low.
Yeah.
And I have to say, Washington State is one of the more highly vaccinated states too. But I guess Minnesota's having a huge.
I just heard a numbers that on my nerdy virology podcast that I listened to, that the US has hit 70% vaccinated for adults. That doesn't count kids because they're just getting available.
Right.
The kids.
That's pretty good though.
I think that was higher than I expected it to be.
Yeah, I think it's definitely gone up.
Probably not that high in my area. So that's probably why I didn't really think
interesting. It's just been an interesting couple of years, and it would just be nice if it would just kind of tone down a little bit. Obviously it's going to be here, but
I just want it to tone down so we can just kind of get on with life.
Yeah.
That's what I really want. I just want to get on with life.
Yeah. So are you doing anything? Is your co-op party this week?
No, it's not till the next week,
Okay.
but I'm trying to get everything ahead of time, so I'm not rushing at the last minute. Nope.
Nice.
So we have one more week of regular co-op. We've got some ballet. We just have some appointments.
Yeah, just marching our way through.
I'm decorating today. I hope after we're done here, I think I might try to finally put up my Christmas decorations. So
Okay.
I should probably go get doing on that.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll actually have solid plans next week. That's my goal. That's my number one goal, is to just kind of look at what I wrote down and try to make sense out of it.
Oh, you will. You always do.
I know. I'm capable. Okay.
Well, thank you for watching.
Thank you. Happy stitching.
Happy stitching.
Be safe.
Have a
Stay
good
well.
Good December week.
Yeah. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.